Welcome back to another episode of Nessa on Air. And today we've got a legend on the show. Eve is here. From Rough Riders to the Grammy stage.
It's not all that it seems.
Eve broke barriers, made history, and built an empire her own way.
Did you know what you were about to do and how you were going to change the game, Eve?
I was rapping for my life. You know what I mean?
But fame did not come without lessons, of course.
How was that for you?
Things started falling apart. Like, it was just, like, insane.
She's done it all and on her own terms.
It's so ridiculous. Like, girl.
Yeah.
We talk about her acting, finding that confidence on screen.
I would have taken it more seriously, honestly, with the TV show.
We talked about her memoir called Who's That Girl, which, by the way, very raw, honest, and emotional.
It had to have hurt your feelings.
It hurt my feelings. What are you talking about?
Eve's now opening up about motherhood and the next chapter of her life.
How has motherhood changed you?
I want him to see exactly who I am.
From Philly to London, from platinum hits to powerful new chapters, this is Eve like you've never heard her before.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah, so...
This is unbelievable right now. I love you so much,
Thank
Eve.
you.
It is an honor to be having this conversation with you.
Thank you.
You changed the game.
Thank you.
And I mean, you deserve all the flowers and accolades.
Thank you.
You are an icon. I'm sure you know this by now, but
Thank you.
do you feel like people, show you the love that you absolutely deserve?
I don't think about these things. I swear to God. I really don't think about this stuff.
Yeah.
I really don't. I've had an amazing career. I have an amazing life, and that I just live my life. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now you're on tour. Why? At
Yeah.
this point, like,
but I love performing. I always will. That's like it's my favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
It is my favorite thing, even more than being in the studio recording. I love to be on stage. And it's kind of dope. Like, I'm on tour with my toddler. Like, it's kind of dope to kind of be doing the thing that I love with my son.
Yeah.
It's a whole new world of being on tour with a toddler. I don't know what I was thinking, but at the same time, it's kind of dope. Like, I actually have my family on tour. My brother's there. My mom's coming. Like, it's a whole different vibe. It's something that I'm always gonna love to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the summer. Why not?
Why not? So what does your son think about what you do? Like, has he connected the dots? We're on tour, going city to city.
I don't think he grasped the concept. He knows mommy's working. Like, he now knows that's my work, of course. Like, he's like, oh, mommy stage, he calls it.
Yeah.
We going to mommy stage, which I know I love.
Oh, I can't.
And then the last few shows, he's kind of been like, mommy, well done, mommy. And I'm like, I can stop. Now I can stop. Now like,
you can stop.
Yeah, that's it. Like, and I think he finds it like, I don't know. I think it must be trippy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I don't know. The first few rehearsals that I did, because I was doing shows last year and I had like rehearsals for like, I was doing festivals. And he would come to the rehearsals, I'm sure, and he's just like, and I would just be like, these are mommy's friends, like the dancer. And he's just like, you've been lying to me my whole life. You've been giving me milk and feeding me every day. And now you're here with these people. What do you do? Who are you?
Who are you?
Yeah. So it must be super trippy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so now, it's so interesting because we're all mothers, right?
Yeah.
And our kids are all toddlers. Do you get concerned that he might want to be in the music industry?
Yeah, I definitely don't want a rapper. I don't want a rapper. But I also am going to support whatever he wants to do. He is already musically inclined. He sings all the time. He loves instruments already.
Oh, man.
So it's probably inevitable in
Right.
some way, but I want him to go to Juilliard and play like classical music.
Yeah. I thought you were about to say, well, I'm going to be a doctor or an engineer.
I mean, listen, anything's better than a rapper, so I don't want him rapping. I don't.
It's a hard industry.
It's a hard industry, but who knows what it'll be by the time he's only 3, so who knows what it will evolve into. Yeah, I don't know.
What about being a singer? What if he decided to be a singer? Do you feel like...
I mean, honestly, realistically, I wouldn't want him in entertainment. I wouldn't in entertainment at all.
Right. I feel it.
But at the same time, I'll support whatever he wants to
Sure.
do. I mean, he loves cars. So I kind of almost hope he will do Formula. He likes Formula One already. So I think
You're
that'd be
not
dope.
worried about that?
I mean, it's super dangerous, but it's so dope. I think it'll be cool. And by then, the cars might be flying. Who knows?
Right.
It'll be like, who knows what'll be happening by then.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
So how's it being on the road with your family? Are they getting on your nerves? Are we good with this? Like, give
Are
us
you
some
getting on
insight.
my nerve? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
No. No, it's nice because it's not something I got to do back in the day. Really, like my brother when he was younger, he would come in and out. My mom, I would never back then. I smoked way too much weed back then, so my mother could not be on the bus. But now I'm like, it's really nice to kind of do this together.
Sure.
And it's a great way for my son to be able to hang out with his uncle and my mom, his grandmom. Like, you know, it's all very adult and mature. It's crazy.
Is being on tour this time around different than back in the day?
Absolutely. I think, you know, my rider's definitely different.
Yeah. Wait, how was it back then and how's it now?
I mean, I think it was definitely, it's more healthy now. It's very healthy now. Like
Celery, carrots.
Yeah, no, look, my road manager over there actually really teased me because he was like, what is on here? Like, I basically I have protein, peanut butter, rice cakes, beef jerky.
Let's
what
go.
else? Electrolytes. We do keep red wine, tequila on deck though, because you need a drink after the show.
Yeah.
So it's healthy, but with a balance.
It's a balance.
There's a balance.
Now, back then, what was on the rider?
Oh my God, who knows? Anything bad, anything sugary. Yeah, because I used to think that was fuel. So I would, like even in the studio, I would go in the studio and I would have that my fuel was chocolate chip cookies and Mountain Dew. Like,
oh my.
That's how I would get through the night.
Yeah.
Because I didn't drink. I didn't believe in drinking in the studio. Like in the studio. I drink after, but in the studio. So I would have chocolate chip cookies and Mountain Dew. So back in the day when I was younger, I just ate crap. So now, you know, I'm older. She's got to fuel the body.
What was your favorite memory when you were on tour, Rough Riders Cash Money Tour?
Oh my God, that was so ridiculous. It was so insane. It was insane. It was great. I will say one of probably my favorite moments besides the performing, because the shows were huge, you know, it was big and over the top.
Right.
Was one when we were in New Orleans and we did, what did we do? A crab boil.
Oh, we just spoke about that today.
Yes, we did a crab boil and we had the crayfish and it was like, and I think it was at Baby's house. And it was just dope because everybody was there. And I can vividly remember that. That was kind of nice.
Oh, that's amazing. See, those are the stories that, you know, that we love to hear. And it also just shows how much of an impact that had on you. Did you realize at that moment, I want to do this for the rest of my life? I enjoy performing. I like going from different cities and exploring places that I've never been.
Yeah, I think back then, definitely. Yeah, you like on and off the bus, you see. And back then, too, I was hanging out a lot more, so I can enjoy it in a different way.
Sure. Yeah.
So, it was, it absolutely kept that, like, ignite, that fuel of I know I got to be doing this. Yeah.
Now, how is tour? You're the only woman on the tour with Ja Rule and Nelly. How's that been for you?
It's been good, but you know, it's I think again, we're all older now. You know, baby, people got babies, all kinds of things. So there actually are some other little kids on there on the tour.
Oh, that's
and
nice.
It's very organized, it's very like professional. We're all professional, you know, all of that has changed. Like we show up, we do what we gotta do, have fun. I think you can almost have fun in a different way.
Yeah.
You know, you show up, you know what you're doing, you kill it, and you go home.
And that's
Get on
it.
the bus. Not go home.
Get on the bus. Get on the bus, eat the celery and the carrots.
Yes, and the dip. And guacamole.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah.
I was surprised that you came back to us because you live in London now, right?
Yeah. But
Life
I'm
is
always
good.
back. I'm back and forth because of I bring him back. So, you know, I'm always back and forth. Yeah.
But were you nervous at all when you decided to get married and move to London? Your whole life is changing?
Yes. No, the move for sure. But my whole reason, I moved way before I even knew if I wanted the ring. Like, because because we were long distance for so long. So our relationship was very romantic. You know, we would meet up in Europe and like whatever. So it was great.
This is so cute.
You know what I mean?
Tell us more.
We
Let us
did. We
live
would
through
meet up
you.
and it was so nice. But then when it started getting serious, I was like, okay, we've gotten to that point now where this man has 4 children.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be my girlfriend.
That's right.
With 4 children. Like, so I need to at least move to the city so that we can see if we like each other consistently every single day.
That part.
After 6 to 8 months. You know what I mean? Like, because we were seeing each other probably every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. Because I was busy, he was busy. So of course it's romantic and beautiful and sexy and all that then.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure I wanted the ring. And if I wanted to take on 4 kids and like, and live in another country. So, and thankfully it all worked out. It all worked out.
Yeah.
I love London. I actually do really love London. Yeah.
More than us?
More than us?
Our hearts are breaking right now.
No. Listen, I am a true Philly girl, American
through
girl.
and through, yeah.
My New Yorkers are my cousins. I lived here for so long. So of course, this is me. This is like when I come here, it's almost like almost a breath of fresh air, a sigh of relief in a way, because while I love London, it's still a place I'm still getting to know. I've been there 11 years and it's home, but it's not my roots,
Right.
in that way. Yeah.
How was it with your husband when, you are the superstar, right? And he's entering your world. I'm sure, yes, we like him for you and all that, but how was it for him to get used to your lifestyle? Like, you want to perform? Like, did he know what was going on in your world?
Yeah, definitely. He's always been very supportive. And he's always, another thing I think that's really good about us is, one, I was older when we got together. We waited a few years to get married. I also knew who I was and who I wanted to be with. I didn't want to be with anybody who would want to compete or would not be supportive or would not I had to be me 100%.
That's right.
And I think because he was married before, he also wanted that as well. He wanted to be like, come into a situation where we're both individuals making this life. So I think that helped us a lot. He's so proud. He's like, honestly, I sometimes be like, get out my face. Cause he's so supportive and he's so happy. Like when I'm doing what I do, it's like he's happy to see me be happy and thrive in the way that I love, and vice versa. Like, while I'm a superstar in a way in this world, he is a superstar in his world. He has a business that thrives and is huge, and that's on that side, the fans of him, the fanatic. It's like, and I step back, and I love being wifey in that way when he's working and seeing him thrive in his world.
What does he think about you on tour right now?
He just left this morning. He just left. So he was here. Yeah, he was here the whole last week. Yeah, he loves it. Honestly, he loves it, and he knows everybody that I work with, and it's nice. It's actually nice.
When did you realize he was the one?
Was there a moment? Question. You know what? I don't know, because I'm not a romantic. But when I met him, I kind of was just like, what is he? I was like, I need to know everything he does.
That's right.
What does he do when he first wakes up in the morning? Like, and I never had that ever before. Yeah. I was so like intrigued and curious. Yeah. And then I guess I was like, I don't know. Then I was like, maybe. And he came and got me in the sense that he was like, I really want to see what this is gonna be. And I'd never heard those words before. Yeah. So that was nice.
How did he feel about your memoir, which, by the way, is turning 1?
Yeah, it's crazy. How did that happen so quick?
We've been trying to talk to you for such a long time, and I can't believe time flies.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy for your memoir.
Thank you.
Was he, supportive of you sharing your story? Because, it's your memoir. There's personal things in there.
No, 100%. I didn't let him read anything. Because I was like, I want to finish it and then you can read it.
Right.
Because I felt like I needed to get things out. I didn't want to have any opinions or conversations about anything. And when he did finally read it, he was like, oh my, he was like, wow. He was like, he actually cried. Yeah. He had tears. He was like, you really went through a lot. And like, I told him lots of my life. There's lots of parts that he absolutely knows. I think with this book, even for myself, there are parts that I've talked about even in public before, but in the book, I obviously go deeper and really peel it back. And I think he didn't realize, like, oh, you really was affected in a way that you never even told me you were, or that I saw that you were.
Right.
And it brought us closer. It definitely brought us closer.
moment when it was published? Were you embracing yourself?
I was scared. In the beginning, I was scared. I was like, I can't believe I'm putting all this. Why am I putting this outside?
Right.
Why? Why would I do this to myself?
But why? But why was it important?
It was time. I feel like it was time. I feel like there were things in this book that I was completely ready to shed. It was just time to get rid of it. And this was the way to throw it away. Really. Yeah.
Is there a chapter that's the hardest for you to read over?
There's a few, but I think maybe my fertility chapter, maybe. Sure. I think that's trying to read through that was even when I was doing the audio book and talking about my son and how going through that and finally getting him it took me a long time. I had to keep starting over. That made me really, really, really emotional. Yeah. Yeah.
How has motherhood changed you?
Oh my God. In every way. He is just like, he has broken me open. He's my I was talking about him earlier. He is my little teacher as well. I feel like he teaches me things because I really am conscious of I don't want to bring my trauma as such into how I raise him. So it's funny the things that trigger you that you maybe don't know and things that you grew up with. And yeah, he's my little teacher, but he's also my little homie. He's my little bestie. I love him so much.
How do you feel like you've changed though? Like, give me an example.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, old me would have done this, but now that I'm a mom, I'm more conscious of doing.
I'm definitely more conscious of. I'm very comfortable saying no, and I wasn't before. And it's a very nice feeling to be. It's a very nice feeling to be like, nah, because I need to be here for my child. Or if I can't bring him with me, I'm not doing. It's like, how much time does this take away? So I definitely look at things a lot better than before, where I was just like, yeah, no problem, yeah, let's go. He's helped me do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you love your career any less.
No, not at all.
Not at all. You actually enjoy the moments even more.
100%. 100%.
I want to go back a little bit about your iconic career, Rough Riders Anthem Remix.
Yes.
Did you know what you were about to do and how you were going to change the game, Eve?
I didn't know in that way, but I knew I had this verse I was rapping for my life. You know what I mean? It was like, come on, because it was a real competition. It was that's why all of us were on that record. That's why all of us were on that record. It was a competition, basically, of who is the public going to gravitate towards. That's how D and Y were. They were very smart with that. So I knew, especially being the only girl,
that's right,
I had to come these are not some dumb lyrics I can write. I gotta really get in it, and it has to be memorable. It has to be memorable.
Yeah.
Did
you feel pressure? Was everyone in studio during this time? Paint
we
the
all
picture.
Please, we always were together all the time. All the time. We were always together. We stayed in the studio all the time. But I remember writing that verse. So the beat, we all were in the studio. The verse I wrote in I was in Harlem actually on 125th, and I think I was in D's car. I think he had a Cadillac then. I don't know, Escalade or a Suburban. I don't know,
something fancy,
but something like that.
Yeah.
But I remember I wrote it in the truck. Because we did a lot of that. We would be in the studio, but we also, obviously, when we're out listening to beats in the car. So I wrote that in the car. And I remember going in the studio to record it. We were all there when we recorded it, though. Yeah. But it was, exciting. Because also, we all really rooted for each other as well. It was healthy competition. It was.
And that's the best.
Yeah.
Let There Be Eve, released 26 years ago.
Crazy.
Do you remember that time period? I feel like there was a lot of pressure on you. We obviously as fans, but how was that for you?
Yeah, I think that was still in a time where it wasn't pressure just yet because it was the first album. So it was more excitement of
fair.
It's out.
Right.
I made it. This is out. People are listening to me, it's going off. The pressure comes after that. Once things are successful, then it becomes can we keep this momentum?
Right.
So then I didn't know. I did not know, child. I didn't know.
Yeah. This was such a pivotal time. Lauryn Hill.
Yes.
The magnitude that, she has.
Absolutely.
And continues to have.
Absolutely.
So I just, when I'm hearing some of the songs off of the album, what was your personal favorite song?
I got asked this not too long ago. Heaven Only Knows, probably, which is not a song that was a single at all.
Right.
But it was I think that was my personal record for me, to me, in a way of like talking about the things that I went through, what I got through to get to this moment. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, Love is Blind is just like a special, it's in all of our hearts. Yeah. Like, what's the one song when you are on tour right now that fans are singing at the top of their lungs? And when I start this, it's over.
I mean, thankfully, I will say, there's been a few, thank goodness. Blow Your Mind is my personal favorite to perform because of the drop. That goes off.
Yeah.
Who's That Girl? Yeah, those are probably the top two, in Tambourine. Those three. Because the show is upbeat. The show is very upbeat. So, yeah.
Oh, man. You have such an amazing catalog.
Thank you.
Do you feel back then, because I don't know, maybe for us, again, it's very nostalgic, but I feel like the topics, you covered so many different topics.
Yeah.
Was that on purpose? Was that your decision?
Yeah. It was, they kind of allowed me to just be who I wanted to be as an artist, which I feel very lucky again.
I was going to say, it feels rare, right? From what we hear.
No, 100%. They never, ever tried to steer me in any way. The only thing that they did do or really was like, this is what you have to do, is make sure it's a song. Make sure it's formatted correctly. But beyond, like, as far as the concept, as far as what I talked about, like, they were like, do you.
Did you feel like blessed and lucky?
100%, yeah.
Because you hear these horror stories that go on where you're just like, what? They controlled everything. How about your image?
Yeah, no, image, they let me do what I want, which was great. I mean,
yes!
Yeah, if anything, like I was saying, I've said this before about Joaquin.
Yeah.
He used to try to cover me up. Like, he used to be like, put this on. Right? Put this vest on. Like, put these Timbs on. Because I always used to wear heels. I only wore heels. Like, I would never wear sneakers or flats or anything. So I only used to wear heels and like little shirts and blah, blah, blah. And he used to be like, no,
what?
Cover yourself up, man. Cover yourself up.
This is so interesting.
Yes.
I feel like that is such a blessing.
Yeah, nah, it was. They're great. Like, Rough Riders, they're my brothers. They really did take care of me. Yeah.
And then when you also act, and I remember your show, and I remember thinking to myself, she's a superstar.
Oh, thank you.
And you really changed the game, truly.
Thank you.
At that time, were you just like, man, I did it? It's happening? Or was that not even like a thought for you?
I think it was part of the plan of longevity in a way, of like, okay, well, you can't just stay over here because then you become stagnant to a certain extent. So you need to pivot over here or move over here. So I think it was just, for me, I realized it in a way of like, while I was in it, I was in it. It was towards the end when I was like, oh, I wish I would have taken it more seriously, honestly, with the TV show. I think I was trying to straddle both worlds still, of like being in the club,
oh gosh,
and performing, and then trying to be on a set at freaking 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. trying to learn lines. So that is something that towards the end I kind of was like, damn, I should have kind of reined it in more.
Yeah. No, I mean, well, for us, it looked effortless.
Yeah.
It looked like this is just what you do. Here I am. I'm on set. I'm on a movie set.
Yeah.
When it comes to music, what was the hardest point for you career-wise? Because, it's like label. And I remember you were dropped from Aftermath, correct?
No, Aftermath first.
First.
That was really how I got with Rough Riders, because I was signed to Aftermath. First deal, and then got dropped, and then Jimmy Iovine was the one that was like, because it was through Universal, so I was still really with Universal, or Interscope rather. And he was like, I need you to go and meet these Rough Rider guys. I feel like this is a good like fit. And it was perfect. Thank God. Because I think if I would have come out on Aftermath, I would not have the career that I have. Actually, I know that 100%.
Right.
And then I had this, big career. And then I think when things started breaking down with Rough Riders and Interscope, I kind of was in the middle of that. So by the time like Tambourine came out, things started falling apart. Like it was just like insane. Yeah. So by the time like Tambourine came out, things started falling apart. Like it was just like insane. Yeah.
But then you ultimately worked with Dre.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's funny how
the
universe
and
works.
I loved it. I was like, you see?
Any regrets, sir?
Yeah. I definitely was doing that. Like,
yeah. Like, yeah. Okay, now
here.
you need me.
I'm still
okay.
here.
Okay, one word to describe some of the collabs that you've had in your incredible career. Yeah. DMX.
Ugh, I mean, one word.
Well, no,
grateful.
more for X.
Grateful because he's not here. You know, so I'm grateful I had that.
For sure.
Yeah.
Gwen Stefani.
Fun.
Yeah.
Fun. Yeah.
Do you ever run into her now? How does that work?
No, I mean, we'll speak every so, like, we'll text every so. I think the last time I saw her was 3 years ago. Was that 3 years ago? Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, COVID messed everything up.
Yeah, I know.
All the days,
there's
guys.
no time. She actually came and did a festival in London and was like, "Are you in town?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm like 20 minutes away." Like, not like that, but yeah, I wound up performing with her, and that was the last time I saw her. So yeah, I mean, we show up for each other, I guess, when it counts in a way.
And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And what was the one word to describe her?
Just fun.
Fun.
It's always fun. It's light.
I love that.
It's light.
And you need that.
Yeah, it's light.
How about Rough Riders?
Oh, man. How do you even... I hate this word, but iconic. I do. I hate that word because it's been overused, but it is. That era, that time in hip-hop history, being a part of that, like, yeah.
Missy Elliott.
Sisterhood. I would say she's like... I'm again like this. It's hard to do one.
I know.
Bangers.
Bangers. How about Swiss Beats?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Hits.
Yeah.
Hits. My brother. Yeah.
And Dr. Dre.
Oh, gets on my nerve. No, I'm kidding.
Is he that particular in the studio?
Oh God, yes. But that's what makes him him.
Yeah.
And that's how these hits happen. He has a special ear. Completely. He hears stuff we do not hear with little words, and you're like, it's just one word, and you say it the way he says it and it changes the whole thing. But yeah, he is I mean, he's great.
What was there a song that he said, no, Eve, look, I need this comma right here or word here, and then you were like,
yeah,
and it changed the whole outcome?
Yeah, on Satisfaction, I say it's the word block, and I'm not even saying it the way I say it in the record, but I think I said it like 16 times, literally, and he was like, no, that's not, listen to how I'm saying it. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And I got so mad, and then I said it, and then it literally changed. Something happened. I don't know how or what or how he hears this stuff, but it changed the cadence. It was crazy.
Who did you have the most fun with in the studio working on a song or an album?
Yeah.
Like who did that time makes you so happy?
I think probably Swiss, because Swiss is nonstop. Or, you see how he is in his life. He does many, many, many things. That's the energy he brings to the studio. You cannot be sad. You cannot be down when you're in the studio with Swiss.
Yeah.
Those are probably my quickest times because he's so quick. Yeah, that energy's great.
Who gave you the best advice in your career?
I would say I got some really good advice from Snoop. I've been lucky. I got some good advice from Snoop, from Dre, from Latifah, I've been from Ice Cube. I've been really lucky, like, different things when it comes to management or certain things when it comes to your agents.
How important is that?
I think that's really important. I don't think I realized it then so much, but I do still think about stuff now as I'm older and moves that I make now of like, oh, okay, now I understand what that means. Or as I got older, I was like, oh, I get why they said that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was looking this up, and I didn't realize on the Roots song, You Got Me, you were not credited on there.
Yes. Yeah. It's so funny. Me and Questlove finally had a conversation about that on his podcast last year, and he apologized. Because I was over it.
Yeah.
I was over it. No,
but it had to have hurt your feelings.
It hurt my feelings, but it's so crazy how the universe works, because I went in to record that record. At the time, I wasn't signed. I was just the girl Eve from Philly. They knew me. I knew the Roots since I was, young.
Yes.
So, but when that song came out, I was like right in between signing, like labels. And then I just gotten signed, literally just, I think, when the song came out to Rough Riders. But at that time, I had no representation. No one knew who to call. Like, so it was kind of like, nah, we'll be good.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we'll be good. We ain't got to talk to nobody. And then I think it was months, not even a year after, is when What Y'all Want came out or something.
Damn, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
And did you feel at that moment like, all right, okay.
Yeah, I felt some type of way.
Of course.
Yeah, no, I've definitely felt some type of way. I was like, I can't believe these dudes really didn't credit me on this record. Like, but also understanding being in the business as I went through it, like, oh, I see, yeah. And then, like, again, we talked about it, which I'm glad we finally had a conversation about it. But yeah, I did feel some type of way.
What was the first lesson you learned about being in this industry?
Ooh, the first lesson. Oh, it's not all that it seems. It's not all that it seems.
Come on.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's probably the first real one because I really had this whole thing in my head and I was like, oh, it's going to be like this and like that. And you like, oh, wow. Really? Yeah.
What was the hardest lesson that you learned?
The hardest lesson is not to be so gullible, not to trust everything, because I'm a really open person. That's just who I am naturally, and kind of with certain things, I think that kind of hurt me with certain things, not always. That hurt me with certain things. Yeah, and people.
Oh gosh, humans will always let you down.
Humans,
they will just always let you down.
They will.
Were you worried at all how people were going to judge? You know, you were dancing at the strip club. Were you insecure about that at all, or were you using it as motivation?
I kind of didn't let it define me in the sense that I was the first person that put it out. My first big story, I think it was XL. Mm-hmm. That was like my first big story, like that was a write-up, so I put it in that story on purpose because I was like, I don't need nobody coming from the fucking bushes, my bad, being like, yo, I used to see you in a club, like whatever. And yeah, still felt some type of way about it because at the end of the day, some people did try to define or try to say it was something, and now obviously it's no one cares. It's like glamorizing. Right. If anything, the better. It is. You know what I mean? Sure. Like, but ultimately, and you know, and I talk about it in my book that it was more a means to an end. And as soon as I figured out, like, this is not where I'm supposed to be.
And you were a lazy stripper.
I was the laziest stripper. That's what that chapter is called, the laziest stripper. Because I was in there rapping. I was actually in there rapping, which is so ridiculous.
It's such a great...
It's so ridiculous. Like, girl.
Yeah. But it's all right. It worked out the way it was supposed to.
It worked out.
And Mace told you to stop dancing and to focus on music.
Yeah, we had a good conversation, which when he opened his church, I was like, yep. Makes sense. Yeah. You know, totally makes sense.
The words make sense to me.
Sense. It makes sense because he really said everything. It was more confirmation of like, if this is what you want to be doing, it was all the things that I was thinking of like, if you really want to be serious about what you're doing, this is not where you're supposed to be. Yeah. So, yeah.
Was it hard for you to sell your publishing? I know, like I was reading that you sold some of it, or maybe all of it, but nonetheless, did you feel as an artist like, oh man, I gotta let go, or was it like a new chapter for you?
Yeah, no, it's not that. Yeah, no, it's not a big deal.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, and that's interesting because I sometimes see artists talk about like ownership, right, and wanting something that they created, and these are your words,
but you keep creating. You keep creating, like, you know what I mean? Like, one thing shouldn't hold you back or define you, and to a certain extent. And those records ultimately will forever be mine. I still perform them, I sing them, sure. And there's different ways to do different deals. Yeah, so that you know what I mean.
That you benefit from it as well, for sure.
Yes.
When it comes to acting, is there a role that you would love to do?
Probably something. Action. Like something action. That would be great. Or like, because I'm such a conspiracy theorist, like something in government.
I like it. Yeah. I'd watch it.
Something in government.
What set did you have the most fun on?
Like acting?
Yes.
Probably barbershop.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Probably barbershop. Yeah, that probably because it's comedians.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole time is crazy. So yeah, probably barbershop.
I
Yeah.
love the honesty when you talked about getting therapy before doing barbershop, because Nikki was also cast to be part of it.
Yeah.
And
when you've been somewhere in a position and someone else comes in, you're
That's
like,
right.
hold up, why?
Right.
What's up? What's going on?
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
I love the honesty when you talked about getting therapy before doing barbershop, because Nikki was also cast to be part of it.
Yeah.
And why did you share that story, man? That was
Yeah.
a super open but very real
Yeah.
conversation of you
Yeah.
wanting to be better so that you can be your best on set,
Exactly.
welcoming another woman there.
Exactly. I think it was the chapter that I probably thought about the most about, like, do I put this in here? Do I put
Yeah,
this in
I
here?
bet.
What level of vulnerability?
That's it.
Like, if I'm gonna be vulnerable, but how vulnerable we gonna
Yeah.
be? But ultimately, I did think of it like that, in a sense of like, we as people sometimes come in with these preconceived things of a person or just on ourselves. And
Yes.
if there's insecurity, we put it on other people. And I'm really conscious of that. Like, if I went in doing that, I would not be able to be the best person for me. I wouldn't be able to show up every day peacefully and do my job. And it had nothing to do with her, really. It was
Yeah.
all my shit. You know, it was all my stuff that I also didn't even need to put myself through, but that's the nature of, you know, when you've been somewhere, and I think that's any industry. When you've been somewhere in a position and someone else comes in, you're
That's
like,
right.
hold up. Why?
Right.
What's up? What's going on?
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? And I think that's just, it's just natural. And I'm happy I did, because she reached out after that.
Yeah.
And I think that's exactly why I did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was like a confirmation of this was the right thing to
Seeing
do.
that exchange online was
Yeah,
beautiful.
it was great.
Especially, again, as fans, that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And I just think it takes so much self-reflection to do that.
I drive myself crazy.
What made you have you always been that in tune with yourself where you're
Yeah.
like, I'm going to push myself to be better?
Yes. I am. No one drives me crazy like I do. No one. There's literally no one on this planet that can do that. But it's just how I am. It's how I'm made. It's why I do pivot so much. I think, you know, besides I get bored very quickly, but I think it's also like, how can I be better? How can I show up better? And not just like as an artist, but as a human. Like, how can I just be better? And because it's simpler than I think sometimes we let it be. We put so much on everything, and like, sometimes we just need to look at ourselves.
That's it. What do you want your legacy to be, Eve?
This question is so funny because I don't think about it. I just don't. I have so much more that I feel like I continue to do.
Sure.
I know that I have done great things. I'm so grateful for my life and in my career, but you know, I got a lot more things to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How?
I got to raise a child.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. How do you
So-
want your son to remember you?
I don't think how do you answer a question when the child is 3
Yeah.
and we have so much to do together?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't know. Like,
Every day is
every day is different. Every day is new, which is why I bring him on adventures with me, because you know that needs to be part of his life. I want him to see exactly who I am. So yeah, I don't know how to answer those questions.
Yeah. It's always interesting when I see, obviously, the icon that you are. And you're not focused on that, but it's like, you know, what matters to you? Is
Yeah.
it you becoming a mother? Is it all these things? And how do you compartmentalize it all? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
if there's even a way to possibly do it.
Yeah.
And you did change the game.
Thank you.
You know, and I know it's not something that you harp on, but I think that's something to be proud of.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when I wrote the book, after I finished the book, is when I finally was like, I'm really proud of myself, because I was able to put it all in one place. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because when do you get to do that? When do you get to sit down? And that's all of us as humans. Like, we
Yes.
really are better than we think in our heads sometimes. Sometimes we get hard on ourselves. So that was the one time that I actually was like, oh, man, like, I did good.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm proud of myself. So, yes, I definitely am proud to be and be who I am and do the things that I've done. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
For sure.
Yeah.
I want to just look at your growth a little bit. Eve then versus Eve now? If, a producer tells you to tone it down in the studio, how would have Eve back in the day reacted versus Eve now?
It's time to go. I kicked plenty of people out of the studio.
Yeah.
I've stopped many sessions and been like, you could fly back home.
Yeah.
You can fly home. Literally.
You're on a plane, there's a crying baby. Eve back in the day,
Oh,
Eve
I
now.
didn't care. I never cared.
Really?
I was always the person. I would want to hold somebody's baby. Yeah, like, now I was never one of those type of people, ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, never.
Oh, you're good.
Why? It's a baby.
Yeah. Well, listen, I mean, that's the
It's
also
a
the concern
baby.
here.
Yeah.
Okay, back in the day, your significant other forgets your birthday.
Oh, yeah, nah. That's probably grounds for breaking up, but also getting back together again and then breaking up again. Like, I was young and dumb back then.
That's okay, but Eve now
how
wouldn't
it
do
is.
that.
No, never. Yeah, I mean, for his birthday, he would never, though.
Yeah. Come on, let's be honest here.
I wouldn't let him, actually.
Best piece of advice that you would give to somebody that's looking at your career
Yeah.
and what you have done and they're inspired. Yes, they're not going to be identical to what you've done, but they see you and they have aspirations.
Don't let anybody put you in a box, because I have been told many times in many meetings that that's not going to work. Oh, that's a cute idea. I don't know if we can do that. And I still was like, okay, I'm going to try. Let me see. Let me see. So if you feel something is for you, try it. If it flops, it flops. If it sucks, it sucks. But if you feel like you need to do it, do it. Don't let nobody keep you in a box. Yeah.
Eve, it's been a pleasure.
Thank
and
you.
I appreciate you for just everything that you've done, that you're going to continue to do. I love seeing you be a mom.
Thank you.
It's just, it makes my heart really happy.
Thank you.
And, this is always home. I know you're busy in London.
Thank you. Nah, man.
But,
I love coming up here.
Come on, anytime.
Thank
love
you.
you, Eve.
Thank you.